What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, man. What's shaking, man? We back to go. Shout out to the free thinkers, man.
Check out that Dance Macabre, man.
Yeah.
That shit was actually all right, man. Let me tell you something, and George has said this before. Maybe we should do this more often. I'm going to start giving y'all, like, follow-ups. Because when we do these songs on the spot, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't like the shit. And then after I, hear it a couple times, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's actually all right. And then after it goes from actually it's all right, I'm like, you know what? That shit's actually kind of fire.
Yeah.
That happens to me. So I'm going to give you guys some updates on some of the songs.
Please do. I think that'd be dope.
That I really didn't fuck with.
Yeah.
And then as I heard, I'm like, hey, you know what? That's actually all right.
Yeah, man. We picked this song because you guys told us to get to it on Def to Radio. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram, DEAF2 Radio. That's our new Instagram. Follow us there. That's pretty much where we're going to be taking a lot of our requests these days. So just follow us there, man. Let's get into it, man. Ghost, Spillways.
Through benediction, you try to rid your mind of malediction.
Where's that piano from? You know? Where's that from?
I don't know. This sounds familiar as hell, though.
Yeah, let's keep it going. I'm gonna start it back up, but I'm just thinking that piano sounds very, it's very distinctive, and it's been in an old rock song, I think, or something like that. We don't think about that, but that's very familiar.
Through benediction, you try to rid your mind of malediction. But through all this time, you try to peel it off, and it's such a ride. Your desolation led you into this vile incarnation of consummated bliss. I know you need it now to make you feel alive. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over now. I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over now. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to breathe the spillways. You keep a casket.
Yeah, you know what, man?
Buried deep within, you try to mask it.
I like it, man. I'm not gonna bullshit you. And I'm really glad to see them make a song like this, man. A rock/metal band make a song that I believe can have some kind of commercial appeal and still have elements of rock and metal that I like in it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of bands, man, in the rock and metal industry that try to come out with songs now struggle to find an identity. And it sounds like they're trying to be so creative that they're lost.
Yes.
To me, Ghost, even with Dance Macabre, I was like, these motherfuckers just got it, and maybe they're taking bits and pieces of what's already been done. I don't know. But the shit sounds good to me. And I think it's just, they just got it, man. They just got it. It just sounds good to me. I'm like, yeah, you could play this shit anywhere. Play it in the car, play it at a get together. It's just very neutral.
Let's keep it going.
You keep a casket buried deep within, you try to mask it, but fall back in sin. You wanna shake it off, but you're stuck inside. When stripped of racks of skin and spine, you really can't corpus stay terminally dispelled. And it's such a ride.
Yeah.
All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over now. I
Yeah, man. One thing I can say about Ghost though, man, is it just I think it's very easy to be the person that just says, "Oh, they just make pop metal," and completely overlook that they put shit together at a pretty high level, considering that I can tell that this is more of I can tell that this would be more commercially viable. But I think people can really just I think underestimate what's really happening and how well they're putting the music together. I think that's just a very sort of, I don't want to call it lazy, but I think that that's just a cop out. I think it's a cop out to be like, man, that's just pop shit. No, I mean, and first of all, pop can be great, but nah, I think that we can't just ignore the solo that he just bodied. We can't ignore that. We can't ignore the song structure and how things are logical and flow very well, and the different dynamics that they're introducing at relevant points in time to transition you through other parts of the music, man. And he sounds good vocally, and the music, the drumming's good, the guitar works good. It just, I agree, Ryan. The shit just sounds good, man. It does. Now, it's not playlist for me. I'll end it real quick. Not playlist for me. I just think in the chorus, it got a little bit too poppy on the pop side, like, oh, your faith, all your rage. Once he got into that, I love all your rage if you fight those demons, all that shit.
Yeah, but you like that Disney special shit, man.
Yeah,
I've
for
heard
Disney. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Aladdin and shit, maybe that's hidden. The verses, though, I love how this song sounded in the verses, and because it reminded me of something old school.
Yes.
I know you guys are probably beating your computers right now, like, it's this. I don't know if there was inspiration from an old school 80s band. It sounds like an old school 80s, maybe late 70s type of sample there with the keys, specifically with the piano, and that just seems to be the common theme with Ghost, man. They seem to at least be inspired by, because I know last time we said that we thought that maybe they just used literally something from an 80s band, and you guys said no, it was original, and I'm like, well, it has to be interpolated in some type of way where it was inspired. Something inspired the hell out of those piano keys. That sounds very familiar. Give us some feedback on what that is. But it seems to be the thing. I feel like the keys sounded like something from the 80s, and then the sort of riffs in the guitar and that part sounded like that was taken from one song or used or inspired from another song. They take you back to a time. You know what I mean? That it sounds like 80s pop rock / maybe 80s hair metal at times, man. So not playlist for me, man, but there's no denying that song sounds good. Just like pretty much every song we've done from Ghost.
I like it. Let me start there. I do like this song, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute, but I don't know if it's playlist, because sometimes I just start saying, oh yeah, it's gonna make the playlist, and it never really makes the playlist, because I'm like, I like it, but I don't know if that's gonna make the playlist, because I don't see myself bumping that, playing that in the car and stuff like that. But I like it though. I do like it, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be playing something like that. I'll probably play this for people that are close to me and kind of like turn them on to it, and I think they'll rock it. But I kind of agree. I don't think that's playlist for me. Now, with all that being said, man, I think Ghosted does so many things so well, man. And I feel like you mentioned a little bit of this earlier, George. You said that, people can be like, oh, just dismiss this and dismiss that just because they don't like the sound, the poppiness and shit like that. And I don't like poppiness either, but I can't deny that this doesn't sound good. It sounds good to me. And I think that they know how to construct and put together a song, whether, like I said, they're taking pieces of other people's stuff or inspired by other people. Or not is irrelevant. The shit just sounds cohesive, and it sounds like a good song, a song in totality that you would want to listen to. I think about Ghost as like a chart, like a graph, of like, let's say at the top of the graph is superstar. It doesn't get any better than this. You're at the top of the mountain in the music industry, and I see the bottom of the graph is like, it's just a failure. You tried, but you just failed. So you got super ultimate success here, and you got failure here. I feel like Ghost is right here. They're right in the middle. And I feel like that's where they stay. I don't feel like they dip down. They never go into the red. They never go, like, I don't know if they never go, but to me in the songs that I've heard, I don't feel like they go like out of here status, but they never go down in the red either. They're just solid.
Yeah.
And if I was in the music industry, this would be a band I would look at for a barometer of where you want to be so you don't fall in the red.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be in the red. I never want to just put some shit out and it never does anything, you know? I feel like they're just right in the middle.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm cool with that. And I feel like everything that I've heard from, I'm like, yeah, that's consistent. That don't sound bad. Yeah, keep doing what you do, bruh. So yeah, man, that's a win. I can't wait to hear more off this album, man. I think it's called Impera.
Yeah, it came out back in March, right?
Yeah, man. So that's a win, bruh.
Yes, indeed, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.